everyone.
Hey.
Oh man, sorry we're late. We were just having a little discussion in the studio room or whatever it's called, backstage.
Yeah.
It's been one of those weeks, at least for me, and I'll speak for Jodi. It's also been a week for her, so I apologize. We're 2 or 3 minutes late. I'm not sure which one it is, but we each have our own little beverage of choice going right now. So, like I said, well, you can't even see mine. It's lime margarita, but it blends in with my green screen. So,
Mine's almost
cheers.
gone. Red's black cherry.
Yeah,
Cheers.
she's way ahead of me. Although I will say that this is quite strong.
Well, it went down good.
And it was well deserved. So, judge me or don't.
Yeah.
No me importa.
I'm not judging.
Man.
I'm not judging.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of bummed that we had to miss last week, but
yeah.
Is there anything of note that happened with you last week, or was it just a continuation of this cluster F of a week?
Yeah, like I don't know what the heck happened. I was perfectly fine last week, and then Friday morning I woke up with a cough, a sore throat, and had some stomach things, and like I was done for the day. And then Saturday morning I woke up with none of it. So
who knows?
Fine.
Well, I mean, I'm glad it went away. Like that's what really counts.
Me too.
But yeah, I was actually going to go over like how the Lone Star Cares convention has gone or went for me anyway. But I ended up with some new fish, which was really cool. I had one of the pairs of fish not make it, and I think it had to do with a combination of the stress of being in the Killy show plus the hotel water plus traveling all the way back to Dallas, which I guess wasn't even that far of a trip in the grand scheme of things, but like once they got in my water at my house, they were not having a good time. So that sucks. But overall, it was pretty good. It was really cool to meet Vibes. I got to meet Vibes for the first time. I met Shelby of the Garden of Eater. I met Mike, New Local Austin. All 3 individuals, top quality, would recommend.
Absolutely. I briefly met Shelby at Aquashella last year.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything with a real introduction or anything like that. It was more like I saw her and said, hey, because I was super nervous.
Yeah.
But I hung out with Eddie all of Aquashella. Eddie is a fun guy.
He's awesome, and he's super, super cool to hang out with. I was kind of nervous about like going down and meeting everybody, but he was super nice and like really welcoming. But I will say I did kind of force friendship upon Shelby. So we're friends now, but like that's just how I roll, apparently. Yeah, there was no other option. But and by forced friendship, I mean I saw her. She was alone at the vendor booth where they were like selling their plants and shrimp and everything, and alone with her baby, who is super like just you want to squeeze her little cheeks. She's so cute, and so I like
high praise coming.
Yeah, I felt like keeping her company for at least a little while until Grant got back. And I'm sure she thought I was like the weirdest little rando girl coming up to her and talking, but like, whatever, it happens. So that was cool, getting to meet her. And then I actually went into one of the fish talks thinking that it was about killifish, when in fact it was about hatching cichlids or something. And I didn't realize until about 20 minutes of just sitting there being like, this is not what I came to listen to. Like, what is going on? And it turns out that I had a dumbass moment and showed up an hour early, which I mean, what he was talking about was interesting, but I was like, I know this. This is how I hatch fish all the time. Like, you're not telling me anything new. So I got out of there and then went to go talk to Shelby after that. So it was really cool. But I mean, as far as fish conventions go, though, like I think it was almost exactly what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Full of like old white men bidding on fish all the time. Like there were I could probably okay, this is what was fascinating to me though, is that all of the people who would go up on stage and start talking and
Mm-hmm.
had like an authoritarian role or whatever in whatever they were doing, those were all men. But who actually made the entire thing function was a bunch of women.
Yeah.
Could I remember any of their names? Absolutely not. But like they were the ones running everything behind the scenes. Not even behind the scenes. They were like up front and personal, but like
Yeah.
they just didn't take on the this is a I don't know, whatever killifish and whatever. And anyway,
Yeah.
that was something that I noticed and I was just like, why aren't you guys like although I will say the babes auction was really freaking fun. And I
So
was
what is
not
the babes
expecting
auction?
it. So it's kind of like an X-rated auction where like there's shots, free alcohol provided, and the babes, which are a bunch of women running the show, um, go up and get real vulgar with their humor, which is hilarious, and entice drunk men to bid exorbitant amounts of money on fish.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
one of the mystery boxes went for $600.
Holy shit.
They had absolutely no idea what was in the box. And they were just like, 600, boom, you got it. And
Wow.
I mean, the humor they were using is not appropriate for daytime television, which I think technically we still are.
Yeah,
So, did you
I
get to
did.
meet an old man on Tuesday? What's that
Well,
about?
in truth, he tried to call me old too. So I met
Mm,
Matt,
doesn't he know
Liquid
better than
Zoo.
that? Rude.
No. I mean, I didn't. I was looking a hot mess that day anyway, so it's fine. It doesn't. I mean, whatever. But I think I'm 10 years younger than him. He goes, "You're my age, right?" I'm like, "Well, that depends.
Nope.
How old are you?" No, he was kind enough to run my Fish Fam Link badge out to me.
Oh, that's
And we
awesome.
were actually down at my mom's, who's halfway down the hill.
Mhm.
So we were taking. She got her husband a big metal like welded eagle
Mhm.
years ago, and they put it on a tree that had kind of died, and they had cut all the branches off the tree and
Mhm.
stuck the eagle on top. But finally, that tree started to rot at the base at where the root ball is.
Mhm.
And with all these nasty windstorms we've been getting, it's been kind of rocking back and forth pretty bad. So we took
That
that
sounds
eagle
precarious.
down,
Yeah.
chopped that old tree down, and then moved the eagle over to an old power pole.
Okay.
And so Matt showed up while they were doing that, and he brought his dogs with him. And I can't remember their names, but one is definitely some type of German Shepherd. The other one, I
Mhm.
think, maybe have been a lab, but my gosh, are they
They
not
were
the sweetest?
adorable. I saw
They were
pictures.
seriously adorable. Addie got to pet the puppies. Addie met Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice guy. So thank you, Matt, if you're watching, listening, for running my badge out to you or to me. It was really nice to meet you.
That's really cool. I actually
Yeah.
have been meaning to order a Fish Fam Link official badge,
Thank you,
but
Jenna.
I'm
Julie
like
and Brittany.
I'm kind of upset that you're not actually wearing it right now. Like how will I know who you
I
are?
well, I mean, it says it there.
Yeah. Well, live, laugh, loach, you know.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But yeah, I've been meaning to order one. Although I have seen like there's really fancy badges that have these little like stickers that you can put on it that like you
Mhm.
tap your phone on it and it like sends the person to all your socials, like your YouTube account and your
That's
Instagram,
cool.
yada yada, to like follow them. And I was like, that would be super convenient to put on a Fish Fam uh
Yeah. Well, these ones have
badge.
QR codes that you can scan.
Yeah. I've seen those,
I'll go
but
get
this
it.
one is
Hang
just
on.
literally like a tap. Oh,
I'll be right back.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. Zen says only 11 likes. Do better, people. That's right. And Asaya loves her Fish Fam link badge, so I must also procure one for myself. That is definitely on my to-do list. I might even have to like get one of those bougie little stickers so that people can follow all of my social media, of which I have 2, Instagram and YouTube. And Steven says, don't forget, if you're going to the Clash, sign up to volunteer. They need lots of helpers. And if I end up making it to the Clash after all, I fully intend to sign up to volunteer. So just a little behind on that at the moment, but only because I still have to find a plane ticket and possibly someone to room with. So there's that. But the star of the show is back. Show us your badge and your beer or whatever it is.
Red's Peach. It's funny how you get a Fish Fam link badge and it propagates a beer for you.
It just happens. There's no judgment here. It's Friday.
Yeah. So it even has the little fishy charm on it. I don't know. Oh, there we go. But the QR code is at the bottom. And I did mine double-sided.
You fancy mother trucker.
With a little image on there designed by Miss Emily herself.
Look at that logo. Look at it, people. Is it glittery? Did the glitter
this one's not.
Oh, lame.
Because maybe like my favorite sticker is full glitter, but that was when I ordered it. They had the glitter option. Although the it says Fish Fam link on the
that is really cool. Is it smooth?
Thing. And that's like you can feel the stickers, but the stickers are sparkly.
Do you think they'll stay on there, or are they like pressed on there, or I'm asking all kinds of quality control questions. I
don't know. They seem to stay on pretty good. Like maybe don't click at it a ton, but the lanyard is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So now I have a Fish Fam link badge.
I love that for you. I'm gonna need one. Like, how are we gonna go to the Clash and interview people if they don't know who we are?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. I actually, at the freaking Lone Stars Cares convention, I went up to Primetime Aquatics and was just like, and had a little microphone, and I was going through and just kind of like walking through to show what the whole show was like from a first person perspective. And like, I don't know what took hold of me, but I took my little microphone and I walked up to him and I was like, do you want to talk to the camera? Do you want anything to say? I don't think I've been so bold in my entire life. And and he was like, yeah. And so he took it and like did a little bit for me. And I was like, that was fantastic. Thank you. And I think I like turned around and walked away. Like
that explained like perfectly how my first visit with him went at Aquashella. Yeah. I made Sean say hi. I was super nervous, but at the Quad City swap, it was completely different. It just felt more casual at the Quad City swap. And he's a super nice guy. But we're like 17 minutes in. We should probably, say hi to everybody in chat.
Yeah, I was going to put that on you, but...
I would, but I don't have a participant list to work off of.
Hold on.
Sorry.
And I'm sure Fish Fam has already kicked me out. Yep, they have. One moment, please.
I could probably scroll back through comments and figure it out, but...
We don't need that. Hold on. Participants list. This one. Refresh. All right. The first person who is here, the funtiest of them all, was the Zen Ginger. So thank you, Zen, for showing up, sending the love. And then we have Linda Worth, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, Scotty the Fish Freak, which is awesome. I'm glad you made it, Scotty. I sent him the link directly in his DMs just so he wouldn't miss it. Redneck Aquatics, aka Stan Pittman, Sleeper Barbecue, Grills to Gills, Cheryl Smith, CR Fish, Asea Llewellyn, which I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I really need to figure out how to pronounce
I'm
it.
like 90% certain it's Asia.
Asea. Okay. Well, that's Jodi's
And
90%.
I apologize if I got it wrong.
And then, of course, we have Stephen P. and Jenna P., who came in together. Who can blame them? Fuzzy KR is here, and Prodigal Aquarist. Love to trip on fish, aka RJ. What's up, RJ? Big Steve's Glass Boxes. What's up, Big Steve? You're still on the Mellis list, by the way. I have you written down, so I hope you're still watching. And then we have Mr. Jeff Kane, Empire of Dirt Aquatics. And for some reason, I always call him Mr. Jeff Kane because that just sounds correct to me. It's probably got something to do with the beard, but whatever.
Could be. It's a pretty nice beard.
It is a nice beard. Then we have Gregory Potter, Jonathan G, Miss Foxy's Fishes, who is about to be a Mrs. in less than what, 3 months. So no pressure. Janan Aquatics, and then there's Fish Fam Link. Oh, Kelly Foreman's here. What's up, Dr. Foreman? I will always call her Dr. Foreman because that is her proper title. And then Christopher Junkins here. Chelsea
said we got it right.
What up, girl? And Bob is here. Steenfod Aquatics. What's up, Bob?
And I don't know if Linky has caught it yet, but Cecil Mayberry and Candy Overhauls just stopped in. So hello.
What the heck? They just populated in my little deal. I mean, wow, I feel so popular today. And then Karen Duncan is also here to moderate Christopher's behavior.
Yes.
And then Geek Boy's here. What's up? And Cecil Mayberry and Candy, of course, who you just mentioned. So check that out. 28 participants.
Right on.
I love it. I hope at least some of them are enjoying an adult beverage with us because it's been
I hope so too. Yeah, today was a day.
Ugh, girl. Today was a freaking day. But yeah. How about, okay, so I talked about the CARES convention, which was last week, which is old news. How about this week? Do you have any positive things that happened in your fish room?
I added more tanks. Got a couple racks built. So I added, where's my math? 4 more 40s and a 60 gallon.
Ooh,
and so I built, my husband and I built a couple racks to move. I'm moving 8 of my 5.5 gallons over to that rack with a 40 on the bottom.
Okay.
And then a 60 gallon went in place of most of those 5.5s. Then we ended up, instead of, I messed that up. I still have 2 5.5 gallons sitting on the pallet racking. They'll get moved eventually after we get back. But then I made a rack for 3 40s, and I should have made it a little shorter. That one's a maintenance nightmare.
I mean, but you're tall. So, like, you just need a little...
Yeah, but I have to get on my platform ladder on its tallest position because I'm an idiot.
Well, I mean, it can't all be perfect.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. That's awesome, though. I'm like really jealous of all those 40s. Do you have anything specific like they're for? You just like hoarding tanks again?
Well, definitely they're for loaches. And even the 60 gallon will probably be for loaches eventually. I may put my Equus Cories in a 40 instead of a 20. I would like to get them in a bigger area because they are awfully chonky, and 6 of them in a 20 tall is...
You think that's not enough space?
They're big.
Yeah? Like, you have
I'm still surprised I've got fully mature Equus. They're chonky.
Okay. I always imagined them to be some of the smaller Cories, but like...
Yeah, they're like an inch and a half tall.
No way! I would not have guessed
huge.
That. Huh. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so a lot of it's going to be loaches. I have some more coming like the week of the 7th. So I have the Red Devil. It's
Okay.
Gastromyzon Zabrinus Red
Mm-hmm.
Devil. And then one is labeled as Starlight, but it sure looks like a double blue. So it's another, I think it's a Ocelotus. Gastromyzon Ocelotus is what it is.
Does that mean it's still one of the easier ones to breed since it's a gastromyzon, or
No, gastromyzons are harder to breed.
Well, I had that backwards. Damn it.
I did see on the band app that somebody else who had gotten some plumfin or their Pseudogastromyzon laticeps type 4 plumfin hill streams, they got a baby out of theirs.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So that's pretty cool. Like Pseudogastromyzons are supposed to readily breed in your aquarium. So
oh, so it's the Pseudogastromyzon, not just the plain old gastromyzon. Yep. Okay.
So I am like mine are still small and they have some time yet before they are breeding size.
Yeah. So wait, have you gotten any new loaches for those tanks, or do you still have like an inventory of loaches to put in there that you're gonna just?
I still have an inventory of loaches to put in there. So I had more up until like a week and a half ago. But the order I got from Dan's, unfortunately, there was a DOA, and then I lost 6 out of 7 Sichuan Rock hill streams.
Good grief!
But Dan had great customer service. So I was refunded for all of those.
Well, good.
So yeah, it's a bummer, but I also ended up losing a Vietnam tiger.
Oh, I mean, is that typical for loaches to be so sensitive? What's up, Addie? Oh, she can't hear me. But
yes, she can.
What's up? Oh, she can hear you? Hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, lady.
Yep, you're on my speakerphone.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, Pumpkin. What's happening?
So maybe I'm heading to Sonic.
All right, you guys still have fun.
Oh, eat some tater tots.
I picked fries instead.
Oh, lame.
No.
Nope, it's not lame. It's fine.
Have fun.
Oh, but is that okay? Hold on. Let me grasp my question again. Is that common for some of like the more uncommon hill streams to not travel well, or?
Usually when they don't travel well, it's their initial import into the country.
Okay.
So the more mature the loach, sometimes the worse they do upon import. That's not always true, but some.
That sounds kind of like shrimp. How you're supposed to ship juvies so that they acclimate to your water easier versus the adults. Although I haven't had too much trouble with that, but that seems kind of like a trend I noticed. At least with shipping. We could have added that to our shipping episode.
Yeah, it was something that, Dan had said that they went back and, did a workup on the fish after I mentioned I lost so many so quickly. And he said they thought they found maybe a little bacterial issue that, they all seem to be doing fine, but it was weird because the morning he responded, he said that they had found one in their tanks dead, which was odd. So they looked at that one and found a bacterial problem and, profusely apologized that they didn't catch it sooner. And I was refunded, but, we're all human. Mistakes happen. And I get that, but it still sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it always sucks when you lose a fish.
Truly is my first less than great experience at Dan's, as far as fish go. But the customer service was still there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's half the reason to like patron his business is because of he's so well known for good customer service, kind of like the co-op.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah,
I've had nothing but good experiences with the co-op, so I have nothing bad to say.
I have never had a bad experience with the co-op either. I did order those small, the smoked out filters, but they are too tall for a 5.5 gallon.
Oh no. What size is yours? The nano or the small? You got the smalls?
Small. I
Okay.
got the small. Then I asked about exchanging them for a nano, and it wasn't Candy that responded. It was somebody else, and I don't remember who it was. But they said the nanos are actually taller.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
was
I know the smalls
anyway.
are like
But they
squatty.
provided me with a link on how you properly shorten them.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried it out on one and it worked. So I'll convert them all over to that now.
Perfect. Yeah, I've got a couple of mediums that I'm planning. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to go about doing it, but I'm going to take a pair of like ratcheting PVC cutters and just cut down the little tube.
Yeah.
And then stick the power head right back on it.
So don't use the ratcheting PVC cutters.
No?
Because
Oh, well,
what they're going to end up doing is they're going to deform the tube.
Oh.
And it's really hard to get that to form right back. So I couldn't find my little craft saw with the little miter box. So what I did was I took my sweet little pry bar knife with an X-Acto blade on it, poked it through and wiggled it all around until I got all the way through it. It cuts easy enough. Yeah. But it would be easier with like the little craft hacksaw.
Like a Dremel? Or am I not thinking of the right tool?
Not the right tool. Have you seen there's like a little rectangular box. They have the 90, the 45-degree angles, you know, with the slits in the sides of the box. So you can take a little miniature hacksaw and run it through it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the video, they use one of those. And that honestly probably is the easiest. And you won't deform the tube that way. Yeah. Because once you turn it into an oval with points, you're not getting it back.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't realize there was like a whole video out there on how to do it, which it makes sense that there is one, but I didn't know about it. But yeah. Speaking of Candy, she is all up in our stream. What's up, Candy? Yeah. Hello. I know I said hello to you earlier, but I'm just gonna put this out there. We would love for you to be on the stream. We like to interview women in the fish keeping hobby, and I do believe that you qualify as such a woman. So please consider us. So that's all I have to say about that. Yeah. But no, we would love you to come on. It would be great. And you would do wonderfully, I'm sure. Oh,
I'm still waiting on something to bribe you with too, Candy. So just be patient and bribes will be sent.
Like Jodi's got the cookies and the cakes. I've got flowers. I mean, I'm already sending her irises. So like, I don't know what else I could send. Plants of various types, whatever you desire.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not above a bribe. So
I agree with Miss Benny.
Just leaving work and lurking while driving in the rain. Well, I hope you're safe, Nancy B.
Yes.
Driving in the rain can be dangerous, as I discovered on the way back from the CARES convention. That was a rough trip.
We were supposed to leave tomorrow for the Black Hills, and we ended up postponing for a day because it's supposed to be real crap weather along I-90 going through South Dakota tomorrow. So, you know what? I don't need to be in a motorhome getting blown over.
Yeah, that was not ideal. Definitely not optimal.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't realize. When is the cookout? Is it the 4th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. I'm telling you, my days are all mixed up. I've had again one of those weeks. Not to be a dead horse, but yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to go through. A Dremel will melt the tube. Duly noted, Geek Boy.
Yep.
Some blue person can link it. Come on, Stephen P. Live up to your job. But yeah, that's kind of, if a table knife doesn't work, I go straight for the table saw.
Thank you, blue person.
My attitude.
Candy, you don't have to work overtime here. Isn't it nice?
Oh, no. This is just a relaxed and chill stream. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any like questions or anything going forward, but oh no. Zen and Kelly are having some beef. Typical though. Typical Zen. Always causing a ruckus. It's the funtiest thing you could possibly do.
Candy, but you are glad not to be blue for once.
You're welcome, gray person. All right, Steven, if you go and like
Barbara.
hold your power over everybody, I don't know if we can have that. Definitely not on a woman's focused stream anyway. Oh, okay. So we have some more people come in. We have Barbara Jackson, who I believe you just said hello to not 2 seconds ago. Just one more fish. What's up?
Oh, hey, Jesse.
How do you know everybody's name? It's not even fair.
Because I get into a lot of streams.
You do get around like that. Overly overclocked offers. June. I know her.
Yeah. Hi, June.
Nancy B in Tennessee and Big Cat.
Hey, what's Nancy up? And Big Cat. You know, Big Cat, I do not know your name though. Or Mountain Greeneries, his wife. Or the other way around.
Do you have more people in the stream than I do? Where's
Mountain Greeneries? That's right, boy.
Oh. Whatever.
Well, I don't know that Mountain Greenery's in, but Mountain Greenery and Big Cat are married, but I don't know either of their real names. Right. And maybe they want it that way.
I swear, you know way more of like fish court drama than I do. And it's not even drama, it's just like connections. But that's how you understand
I try to learn everybody's names.
Ooh. We have a cake question. How appropriate. Since Jodi's making the wedding cake at the Clash, she says, I'm guessing you're using the paste food coloring to get those amazing colors on your cakes. How do you use
gel? Gel food colors. I do have some of the paste, but they're usually for like oily things. Like most paste are generally used on like chocolates, like if you're making modeling chocolate and you want to color it, a lot of those pastes will color modeling chocolate, where a water-based color will just separate.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah.
There's got to be
because chocolate is butter, butter is oil.
Oh, yeah.
So, and in a buttercream, it's more like the sugar is taking on the color, not so much the butter. There's definitely more sugar and powdered sugar than there is butter. So it takes gel color better. But anyway.
That's pretty cool. And Christopher did say that you remember everybody's names. It's insane. Yes. And Stephen would like to remind us that there's on fish cords.
You know, like Stephen and Jenna know everybody's names. I'm sure Zenny does.
Only one. That's just you.
Nope. No. There's a lot of people who've been around a lot longer than I have that know a lot more people than I do.
Okay. You are infinitely humble. Everybody loves you. I'm just playing. Ooh, June 420 is your favorite number? Huh. I would not have guessed that. But I am perpetually surprised by the fish fam.
You do have a lot of cat drama, Kelly.
Yes.
But as long as you get to pet their bellies, it's all worth it.
I don't know. I've never met a cat belly that didn't end in like a vicious scratch.
You need to meet Ralph.
I would love Ralph and his little white mustache.
Yes, Ralph loves his belly rubbed, and it is his goal in life to put all of him on any of you or put his tail in your face. From no matter what angle. Like if you're sitting on the couch, he'll come sit up on the back and immediately his tail wraps around your face. You get tail hugs. I mean,
it's better a tail than a butthole, because I feel like cats live to put their butthole on every surface in your house.
Yeah. I don't always
I'm sorry.
Surfaces get cleaned a lot.
Talking about cat buttholes, but it's true. It's true. My sister's cats in particular, just any chance they get, boom. You can stick your face in his belly? Oh,
yeah.
That does sound wonderful. That's what I do to my dogs.
Okay. So I recently learned Ralph loves to put his face all over you, but if you put your face on him, he is out of here. He does not like that. It must be on his terms for facial action.
Yeah.
But the belly is always up for grabs.
The primordial pouch. That's what I heard for cats. I don't have cats, but strictly dogs over here. All of which are to my left. So, where's Ralph? I guess he's inside. You're outside. That doesn't.
Yeah.
I was about to ask, where did he go?
Ralph, Jingles was an outside cat when she came to us. You know, she was a stray, but Ralph has been an inside baby his whole life. So he looks outside with wonder, but if you open the door for him, he's like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like, I'll stay inside, guys. It's safe in here.
Christopher, that is wildly inappropriate. I cannot believe you would bring up such a thing on this stream, sir. But 11 of you should evaluate your life choices. Hit the like already. Look at that.
Thank you, Ben.
I mean, even the questioning emoji. Indoor cats only for me, says Chelsea.
Yep, same here. The only reason Jingles was outdoor when she came to us was because she was a stray. From the day she showed up in my garage, she has been inside ever since.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I love that for
she
her.
was only a pound. She showed up Christmas morning in 2020, and I'm sorry, she wasn't even a pound. So I don't think she was even a full 6 weeks old.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure how she made it because it was -20 for like 3 days in a row. But anyway, she showed up in my garage. I can't convince Sean that I didn't plant her there. And she's been my little shadow ever since.
I love that. And it's even more appropriate because she's a little black cat.
She is. She's a boy. It is so hard to get a good picture of her.
Yeah. That is definitely true with black animals.
Yeah.
They're just, I mean, Frida, one of my dogs, is a little black Cairn Terrier. And unless the lighting is just like, perfect, she does not photograph well. She just looks like a big shadow in the middle of the frame. So,
yeah, Jingles looks like a set of eyeballs.
Oh my god! Oh, what's up, Caitlin DeRozier? I believe that's how you say your last name. I see her around in all kinds of streams.
Oh yeah.
But she said that the vet recently asked me if her Sphinx cat was an indoor only. I would assume yes. That seems like a very
what are those called?
For a vet to be asking. Wait, what'd you say?
Sorry, I saw Jenna had an Iowa question.
Oh,
pickle wraps. Is that what those are called? Pickle wraps? It's usually not corned beef. It's usually just roast beef here.
Huh.
So yes. Pickles wrapped in cream cheese and then roast beef. Delicious. One of my favorites. Why? If somebody makes it, I'm going to eat it. If I didn't make it myself, I actually have never made my own pickle wraps before. But when other people eat them, I'm very happy about it. Or make them, I'm very happy about it. And I will eat them. They're delicious.
It's got to be better than that abomination of a salad you talked about last time.
And, which was that?
Oh, what was it? Ramen noodle salad? No.
Oh, ramen noodle salad.
Yeah.
You know what? That shit's yummy, okay?
Are you? I don't believe you.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I could try to wrap my brain around it.
To the class, damn it, and you're going to eat it.
And
you're like, Jodi, this is the best thing I've ever had.
I cannot guarantee that I will eat the whole thing. I will try it. Watch me actually like it and eat the whole thing. How embarrassing would that be?
I would not force food down your throat. I hope you know that.
Well, I mean, I would probably try ramen noodle salad before I try to pickle roll up because I can't like pickles. I've tried so many times.
I don't really enjoy pickles on their own, but I like them with things.
Nope. None for me. And I agree, Jenna. Is the Midwest okay? Like, do y'all need food?
No, we have plenty of food.
Oh, man.
We have plenty of food. It's going to be corn season. So here's something fun. I always grow in a raised bed. And I grew corn 3 years ago in it. And it's like it thought it was taller than it really was because the bed is 30 inches tall. And we're pretty high up on the hill. So I'm convinced it thought it was tall enough. It didn't need to grow anymore. It tasseled at 2.5 foot, which is not right. I did not grow dwarf corn. I also did not grow dwarf corn this year, and it did the same shit.
Well,
So I think it thinks it's tall enough, which is fine. Because, if it grows to full height, then I got to get up in the bed to get it.
Enjoy
and not
nature
just
daily.
stand there and pick it. But
It's just a short nature.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it thinks it's close enough to the sun. It doesn't need to grow any taller. It's going to tassel now.
I mean, the only time that I tried to grow corn, I tried to grow glass gem corn, which was really pretty, at least on the package. And then whenever I pulled it out of the little husk or whatever, it was like the most mangled, ugly looking, like 10 little kernels of corn. And like I took a picture of it, and my aunt was just like, "What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? What did you grow?
So,
what abomination is that?"
Fuzzy, mine did. They matured into perfectly beautiful ears, and some of them even had at max the corn was 3 foot tall, and it had 2 ears per stalk.
It is better than I did. That's for sure.
And yeah, they were pretty perfect little ears. Well, actually, they were pretty good size ears. They were about 9 inches long.
I mean, I would trust your opinion on corn, given that you're in Iowa.
That's right. We know our corn.
I can't say that Texans know their corn. I just appreciate the sweet kind from the grocery store.
Yeah. I appreciate sweet corn too.
Is that not what Iowa corn is?
Well, it depends. Depends on what you're growing it for. To eat, it's generally sweet corn, but if you're feeding cattle, it's just feed corn. I mean, it's not.
Well, that's not exciting.
So, depends on what the crop is for, but commonly rotated around here are soybeans and corn.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure this year the field out to my south is soybeans.
Oh.
I could be wrong. I haven't paid too close of attention yet. It's definitely not knee-high, so I'm going with soybeans. The common phrase is knee-high by the 4th of July for corn, and it's doing good.
Oh, I did not know that rhyming phrase. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my notebook of things
it's not really true anymore because it's usually taller by the 4th, but
Man. Jake and Kelly love making fun of how bad people are growing corn on the internet. Okay, Kelly, I will find that picture for you, and I will allow a solid 2 minutes of poking fun at my inability to grow corn. So have at it. I can take it. Oh, man. Oh, they're still talking about pickles. Get out of here, people, with your pickle talk. Corn is best for ethanol and whiskey. Well, hard to argue, but I mean,
I don't really care for whiskey because whiskey doesn't like me back. But actually, most hard liquor doesn't like me back, so I drink my fruity ales and live life as a wuss. It's fine.
Oh, she accepted my invitation to mock my corn. I love that. Well, photo incoming, post stream. Oh man, she's gonna let me have it because that corn is seriously like the worst thing I think I've ever grown.
Hey, Greg.
Oh crap! I forgot. We are up to 35 participants. Wait, it's refreshing.
So we definitely missed a few.
Still 35.
But yeah, 3G Greg is in.
I said hi to Caitlin DeRozier and 3G.
Yeah,
that's the only people I missed. Boom.
Yeah.
We like to stay friendly here. Oh my gosh, all this pickle talk. Whoa. Grody.
I'm not a huge fan of pickles, but I like pickle wraps.
You know what? I do like pickled onions. Like the pink ones.
That. Have you ever had pickled northern?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Fish. Like northern pike.
Pickled meat is probably a no-go for me. Just as a general rule.
Pickled fish is pretty good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You like ramen noodle salad, and
you don't, so there's that. Or actually, you don't even know. You don't know if you like it or not. But
Then
pickled
I think
northern
I
is
see what
freaking
you did there.
delicious.
Although I will say that that's only 50% true, a-hole.
That's funny.
It is funny. Nancy B also made a really tastefully funny gay joke a few streams ago, maybe last week sometime, and I was like, technically you're wrong, lady. But she was like, well, once you have all the information, it's like, yep. Then made me spit out your drink.
Yeah.
If that made you spit out your drink, Christopher, I feel like you need to step it up a notch. Ooh. That is honestly the only thing jalapenos are good for, is to make jalapeno poppers.
Oh my gosh, I love jalapeno
I will
poppers.
say that jalapenos are generally too vegetal tasting for me. Like, I really prefer like the fruitier peppers, like Scotch bonnets and habaneros. Ooh, those are so good. So like a cream cheese stuffed bacon wrapped habanero or Scotch bonnet, I'm all about. But the jalapeno,
I don't know that I've ever had a Scotch bonnet. What is that like comparable to?
I mean, it's just like a really spicy, fruity pepper, just like a habanero but spicier.
Okay, well, I'm a spice face, so I probably would not eat that. I can do a cayenne pepper with no problem, and I can do a jalapeno. So when I lived in Wisconsin, I was hanging out with a friend up there, myself and Tara. We went to a cornhole tournament, aka like bags.
Of course,
you talk bags with board. And afterwards, there was a wing challenge, and I thought it was going to be a quantity, not quality. And it was ghost peppers, but we were pretty lit. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do this. 3 wings in, and I'm like, where's the milk? I need milk. And they're like, we're out of milk. What? How about Bailey's? Anything creamy? No. You have sour cream. I will spoon sour cream out of a tub into my mouth.
Oh my god, I feel like
I ate sour cream for like 20 minutes
right now.
And I thought I got all the stuff off my hands, and I took my contacts out later.
No.
I did not have all the stuff off my hands. I don't, 10 to 10, don't recommend that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
that was a poor life choice.
I mean, every year whenever I make like, especially if I have a lot of peppers left over from just not eating them, I generally have like a ton of them that I'll dehydrate and then make like spice with. And I absolutely have to wear nitrile gloves, just like you. To do that, because otherwise it gets everywhere and on my eyeballs and I can't like it. So
yeah. So I only cut onions when I have contacts in. If I don't have my contacts in, I will not cut onions because my eyes will water like a mofo.
Uh-oh. Did you say
Yeah,
milk?
they're making fun of me. Milk.
Say it again. Milk.
You know, I have 2 beers. Okay, I'm drunk.
Only 2. That's all it takes.
Yeah, it doesn't take. I haven't eaten yet. Well, I had lunch. I have not eaten supper yet, though, so I should not have had alcohol before supper.
It's fine. It's all good. It's
hellos. Like
hellos.
Hellos? I don't know. Is that with an E or an I, Zen? Like, I know I really know how to spell the word, but pillows. It sounds like a P-I,
No,
short
I think
I.
you say that pretty.
Pillows.
Yeah, I think you say that correctly.
Thanks.
Fingers.
Fingers. Yeah. No, it is definitely fingers and or digits.
Digits. Yeah. Now that we've made fun of Jodi sufficiently, let's see.
It's fine.
Oh, we only have 7 minutes left to go. What the heck? Where did it all go?
Well,
but
about that.
Yeah.
Well,
but
how
anyway,
about for you?
Oh, sorry.
Highs or lows in your fish room this week? We didn't really get to you because your low was kind of last week, but it was also highs and lows.
Yeah. Well, I found out today that I have albino red cap swordtail fry, which is super
Yay!
exciting because I've had them for a really long time, and I have like stuffed the tank or left the tank full of hornwort. So I was like, where are the fry? Like, why are they not, showing up or whatever?
All right.
And happy to say I spotted 2 today, and then I netted out like I had to be at least 10 or more into a little breeder box that hangs on the side. So I was pretty pleased with that. So there's
Yay!
that.
That's
And
awesome.
then my sex lineata rainbow fish are finally giving me some eggs. They were just like throwing a temper tantrum for the longest time and like
Those
would
are
not.
some red lips.
Aren't they stunning though? Oh, I love them. I should have like put a picture up on here so I could like show the people. But,
Yeah.
but I didn't. So sorry, guys.
Happens.
Yeah.
Caitlin, I am also Swedish and Norwegian, so I think you're
Oh,
correct
look at you.
in the heritage.
Pickled fish.
And Geek Boy, it is definitely creek, not crick.
Yeah, we say creek.
Yep.
Like a crick is like a crick in your neck.
Yep.
At least here.
Same.
Creek. But yeah. As for a low, I don't think I had any like lows. I did lose one shell dweller, and I'm not even entirely sure why. But I think it had something to do like when I changed their water. I did like a 50% water change, and I'm not entirely sure what was going on, but everybody started acting kind of funky, and I was like, whoa, all I did was replace some of your water. Why are you freaking out? And ended up losing a couple, or one specifically, one like sizable one. But I still haven't figured out what I did wrong. So
yeah,
there's that. But
to answer Zenny's question, we were taught in school New Orleans, which is hilarious.
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. It's more of a one-word thing than 2 words.
Yeah. Nancy, I'm the best pocket mod. Isn't concerned about helpful mods. Pickles are, what did Nancy say? Hold on. Pickles are gross, and in South Georgia we harvest and process corn on the 4th. Huh. I thought she was in Tennessee. What are you talking about, Georgia, Nancy?
You're a lot warmer earlier. We have a lot of fall, spring, and then straight back to winter, then fall, summer, then we go back to winter. And then we might have a spring for 2 days followed by extreme heat.
Yeah. I think in Texas it just goes from like hot to cold. We typically have no intermediate temperature. It's just one day in April it decides to be hot, and then it's hot until January.
Iowa's weather is absolutely ridiculous the last few years. So like 3 years ago, February 7th was 70 degrees. And I was watering my trees because it was so dry. We had 0 snow up until that point. We only had 3 inches of rain the previous season. So I was watering my trees on February 7th.
Wow.
Like, I don't know, 2021 or 22. So 3 or 4 years ago. But Iowa likes to throw you a loop like that every once in a while.
Yeah.
We've had 70s on Christmas Day. We've also had negative 30 on Christmas Day, so it's fun.
I mean, it's been in the 80s here on Christmas before, and I got made fun of one time because I was wearing like shorts and a tank top growing up, and went on some video chat or whatever with a cousin, and they were like, "What are you wearing? It's Christmas." It's like, it's hot. I'm not trying to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah. No. Yeah, people are still trying to.
You just have nice weather all the time, Barbara. Is that why? If so,
Where
I'm
does
a
she
little
live?
jealous.
Since you know all the things, where does Barbara live?
Barbara, you're in California, aren't you?
Ooh, Southern California is probably nice. Like San Diego?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, and June. They must live close-ish.
Yeah, June's in California.
Oh,
Now I
nice.
do know her actual address because I've sent stuff to her, but I won't say it on stream. That's not
That's
nice.
kind of you. We don't want to
Yeah.
dox anybody. Although I'm sure if we need to know your address, apparently we can go straight to Stephen P. and he will supply the information because he likes to facilitate karma like that. But yeah.
I don't think there's any karma to be had against June. June's a sweet lady.
Oh no. No. I'm so jealous of Kelly escaping the heat dome. It's been a rough week. Girl, preach. Yes.
Yeah, it's actually been, I can't complain this week. It's been pretty mild. So we went from 103 on Sunday with a heat index of a little over 110 to our high was 76 Monday. And it was pretty beautiful. Humid as shit, though. It was 88% humidity with a 79% dew point.
That sounds horrible.
Monday morning at 4 a.m. It was absolutely
like
disgusting.
Yeah. I mean,
Houston, it wasn't even sunny out yet.
Yeah. You walk outside sometimes in North Texas, but not as frequently as Houston. You walk outside and it's like you're breathing soup. And
yep.
I don't know how Zen tolerates it. Like I could not exist in Houston. It's the armpit of Texas.
Iowa gets very similar weather though. Like it's windy a lot here until it's humid.
And +1 for Chelsea, bringing up Sacramento. Look at you go. Just chugging right along. Got to insert it somewhere. Actually, Chelsea, you'll laugh at this. So, I was being an awkward little person in the live bear auction, or like right before the live bear auction at the CARES conference. And the first person I walked up to had a little aquarium co-op bag, and I also had mine, of course. And I struck a conversation, as one does when you're like nervous and awkward. And guess where this motherfucker was from? Sacramento. And immediately I was like, Chelsea must have sent him. She knows. Sacramento people are everywhere. But anyway, that was a funny story and made me think of you.
That made me chuckle really good, Big Steve.
Yeah, because nobody likes New Jersey. It's the most useless part of the American Union. I would argue that. Although it is the Garden State, they can grow really pretty flowers there, so that's nice. I don't think they have a timeline, Christopher, yet. But Sacramento shots, yes. Shots. Chug. Sacramento got brought up. It's time to drink.
I'm all out, so
you're out? Good grief, lady.
They're yummy.
I mean, you're not wrong. And I've got to take it kind of slow with this 12.5% concoction I've got going on.
Yeah.
But I'm not going anywhere. I'm already at home. Might as well.
Yeah.
Isn't Jersey also good if you're in waste management? Of course he does. Of course Dr. Ted lives there. Although he made it very clear that he was originally from the Bronx. So I don't know. I feel like there's a little tension there.
I didn't make it very far. I live like a whopping 3 miles from where I grew up.
Yeah.
I've been other places. I lived in Wisconsin for 5 years. I lived in North Carolina around Fort Bragg for a few months. That was a poor time in my life.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. We'll just treat that like Bruno, and we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. That's fine. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But is that where your accent like really like developed hardcore was when you were in
Well,
Wisconsin.
yeah, so living in Ocano, you definitely get the Yoopers up there. And my good buddy, his name is Dustin, but we always called him Gus. Dustin Gustafson, Gus for short. And he is from the Upper Peninsula. And yeah, you definitely pick up some of the O things. So it's like vowels are extended in certain areas of Wisconsin. Actually, northern Iowa and Minnesota are really bad too. But it comes out every once in a while. Not very often, but it comes out.
Yeah. It's actually probably one of my favorite parts of listening to you speak is when it comes out on accident. And you're just like, oh, I said that. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Yes, you did. But, oh, okay, this is news to me. As soon as we find a place that'll take their dogs, they're basically on standby. So did Bob get rid of all of his tanks already? Like, did he take them to the dump and just kick them out? Or what?
Bob hasn't gotten rid of his quarries yet, or I'd have had a list by now. Just kidding. I know you guys are busy. I'm kidding.
She's not kidding. She's very serious.
I am totally kidding. I'm not serious. I do have open tanks, though. Just saying.
Oh, man. But yeah, Christopher is saying that animals make it hard. He's talking to me about how he's got to get rid of, he's sending you fish, but like, he's got to get rid of like geckos and other kinds of little crawling creatures. I just like, I couldn't imagine having to get rid of all your like close pets. I don't think I would.
Hard.
I don't think I would do that. I don't know if I could. I would have to have somebody else do it, and I would not be a part of it at all. Yeah. I don't know. I would, except I would want to make sure that they went to a good home. But like my heart, it would crunch and crumble.
Yeah, when I moved to Wisconsin, I had a couple cats, and it was hard. You know, we weren't supposed to have the cats at the place I was living at, so I was always hiding her, but she was always a part-time outside cat at the time. Yeah. Otherwise, she was absolutely miserable. But we lived too close to the highway or the interstate for me to be comfortable letting her out. And she was just such a depressed cat that when one of the next times I had to come back home, I brought her back home to my mom's house. And ultimately, my mom found a really nice farm for her to go live at. And she lived until she was 24.
24? Out on that farm. Good grief.
That cat was spoiled.
I mean,
much by me and then by the people on the farm. Yeah, she was a cool cat. I had her from the time she was 1 till the time she was 16.
Huh.
And that was one of the hardest things was taking her back to my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toonie, 24. I used to get pictures of her.
I've ever heard of a cat living.
Yeah.
Wild pets are the best, June. It's true.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had birds, Christopher.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite Instagrams, are the cute little birds doing cute little bird shit. Like, I don't think I could ever have one, but I would love for, like, my sister to get one so that I could be a bird aunt. You know, like, you can come and go as you please, but you're not responsible for taking care of the whole shebang. I would love to be a bird aunt. Yeah. As long as the bird liked me, because Chelsea was like, they'll bite you, and I'm not about that, but I feel
I used to work at a garden and nursery, but they also had like koi fish and parrots there when I was like 16. And they had a Quaker parrot named Oscar, and Oscar sat on my shoulder all day, every day from the first day I started. And he was a cool bird.
That is really cool.
He also shit on me a lot, though. So, you know.
Oh.
Labor of love.
I would put like one of those like burp cloths over my shoulder and just have at it.
You
Like,
know, that would have been
you can do a
smart,
little
but I
bit.
didn't know those existed then. And
Oh.
I just wash my shirts every night.
Oh my gosh.
What do you do?
What horrible laundry that must have been. Ugh.
Well, horrible for my mom because she still
Yeah.
did my laundry at that age. So thank you to her. Love her very much. I'm very proficient at doing my own laundry these days.
Well, yeah. It would be a little sad if you still had to go down the road to your mom's to use her washer and dryer.
Not gonna lie, not too long ago that did happen because my washer broke.
Okay, well, that's a temporary solution.
And she
Like,
was so
no
awesome. She even folded it. I was like
Oh my
being a
gosh,
kid
the
again. It was so
dream.
great.
You are living the dream.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I hope you
God, I
gave
hate
her a
folding
shit ton
clothes.
of cakes for that. Like, oh,
I
what
never
a
mind the act of doing laundry, but damn it, I hate putting it away. It gets done,
Ugh.
but I hate it.
I hate everything about laundry. That's why I have a wife. She does that. I'll clean everything, but like, oh, fuck a load of laundry. That's not for me. Too far? Too far?
No,
never.
it just made me laugh.
Oh,
It's
Nancy
good.
had a cockatiel.
Oh,
That's
cool.
Cool little dude.
All right. Well, it is actually my anniversary today, so
Yes, it is. And if
um,
you haven't wished her congratulations, that's a little bit rude. So you should probably do that in the
well,
chat.
not everybody knows. I guess you do now, but 11 years today, my husband and I.
Check that out. 11 years.
Yep.
Boom, boom. Snaps for Jodi.
Woo! Thank you, guys.
But yes, it is your
Condolences. Thank you,
condolences.
Charles.
Get the hell out of here, sir. But yes, it is Jodi's 11th anniversary. She has big plans for the night, of which I will not divulge.
Yeah, totally big plans. I planned a lot of stuff. I did real good this year. Nope.
Well, you'll be receiving lots of gifts, I'm sure. So,
Nah. If all you do is celebrate your marriage on one day, then
you're not doing it
whatever.
right.
Gifts are for any time, not just one day.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Chris, he is a pretty awesome guy.
Jeff Pelham, hello, sir.
Hey, Jeff. Actually, it's Ron Garage Aquatics. It's his and him and his wife Kathy's anniversary today too. 10 years.
How do you know everything?
Because it was mentioned on stream, and Ron and I discovered we both have a cat named Jingles, and we both have the same anniversary. We both have family with birthdays in November.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
I can't compete. Can't compete.
Yeah.
But yes, it's your anniversary. We will let you go on time. We have already gone over by 11 minutes, so
perfect. It's 12 now. Too long.
All right. Well, do you have anything else, or are we good to go?
I'm good. I don't have anything else. Just hope everybody has a well. Probably won't be streaming next week.
What?
Well, no July 4th.
Oh, right. I totally spaced. I didn't even think about it.
Yep. So
Oops.
I'm
Sorry,
sure
America.
everybody's got family things to do. And actually, I will be at Dan's barbecue.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try to do a quick little live stream up there. We'll see.
That'd be cool.
It'll be myself, my husband, and my youngest daughter, Addie. My oldest has band camp that week, so.
Oh, she can't miss that.
No, she won't be with us.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, thanks for the stream, everybody, for coming. And we will be blowing stuff up. Sorry, Nancy, I got distracted.
It looks like I get to see Geek Boy at the barbecue.
We'll be back same time, same place, but 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
In theory. All right.
Yeah.
Adios, everybody.
All right. Have a good night. Happy 4th. Happy weekend. Happy next week.
Happy everything.
Yes.